Welcome back. All right, so we got 8 games tonight in the National Hockey League. Not bad for a Thursday. We've got 2 starting at 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific, 1 a half an hour later, 2 a half an hour after that, and then we get into the later games. All right, 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific start between the Washington Capitals and the Philadelphia Flyers. This is the first of 3 meetings. They'll meet again March the 1st as well as April the 16th. On the Washington side, they're 14-8-3 over their last 10. They're 5-4-1. Their power play 8% right now, so that needs to improve. Their penalty kill 80%. That's pretty good. Ovechkin just the 5 goals so far this year to go with 11 assists for 16 points. McMichael also has 5 goals. He has 7 assists for 12 points. On the Philadelphia side, they are 15-10-3. They're 5-3-2 in their last 10. 11% on the power play, 87% on the penalty kill. So the Flyers playing quite well right now. Konechny, 16 goals, 8 assists, 24 points, and Owen Tippett, 9 goals, 8 assists, 17 points. So this will be an interesting one because I do think Philadelphia right now is playing well. Washington will be a good test. 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific start between Columbus and Toronto. This is the first of 3 meetings, all of them in December. The 23rd and the 29th are the other dates they'll meet. The Columbus Blue Jackets 9-16-5 overall. They're 4-5-1 in their last 10. They have a 14% power play and an 86% penalty kill. Johnny Gaudreau, just the 4 goals so far this year to go with 11 assists for 15 points. Kirill Marchenko, 9 goals, 8 assists, 17 points. On the Toronto side, they're 15-6-5 overall. They're 6-1-3 in their last 10. 25% on the power play, 80% on the penalty kill. Mitch Marner, 11 goals, 18 assists, 29 points. Pretty solid season for him. Same for Tavares. 8 goals, 18 assists, 26 points. Point per game. You can rely on Tavares there. 7:30 Eastern, 4:30 Pacific start between Carolina and Detroit. This may end up being the most entertaining game of the night. You have a team that's had some struggles with goaltending on and off, and you have a team that just plays a very wide open game in Detroit. So January 19th and March 28th will be the other 2 meetings between these teams. They have not met yet this season. Carolina's 15-12-1 overall. They're 4-5-1 in their last 10. 22% on the power play, 80% on the penalty kill. Seth Jarvis, 10 goals, 10 assists for 20 points overall. And Bunting, 6 goals, 11 assists, 17 points for Bunting, who's, I think, fit in pretty well in Carolina. On the Detroit side, they're 15-9-4 overall. They're 6-3-1 in their last 10. 23% on the power play, 77% on the penalty kill. So they'll want to improve that penalty kill number. Sprong's been fantastic recently. 7 goals, 12 assists, 19 points for Sprong. DeBrincat, 13 goals, 13 assists, 26 points. You can see the chemistry between Kane and DeBrincat still there. It's a matter of when we're going to see like an explosive night of all kinds of goals. And again, this game feels like we might see that. 8 o'clock Eastern, 5 o'clock Pacific start between the Calgary Flames and the Minnesota Wild. These teams met on December the 5th. It was a 5-2 win in Calgary for Minnesota. These teams will meet again on the 2nd of January. So Calgary's 11-14-4 over their last 10. They're 4-5-1. 11% on the power play, 82% on the penalty kill. Nazem Kadri producing well lately. 8 goals, 14 assists, 22 points. Lindholm, 7 goals, 11 assists, 18 points. Not getting that same run that Kadri's been on. On the Minnesota front, they are 10-12-4 overall. They're 5-4-1 in their last 10. 18% on the power play, 72% on the penalty kill. Kaprizov, 8 goals, 16 assists, 24 points for Kaprizov. Eriksson, 14 goals, 7 assists, 21 points. Eriksson, very good around the net. The 14 goals shows that. 8 o'clock Eastern, 5 Pacific start as well for the St. Louis Blues, who are hosting the Ottawa Senators. This is the first of 2 meetings. They'll meet again in Ottawa on March the 21st. So this is a fascinating one because the Ottawa Senators, 11-12, 5-5 over their last 10. Their power play, 18%. Penalty kill, 72%. I did a bit of a double take there because the numbers are the same as Minnesota, who have fired their coach. They're against St. Louis, who have fired their coach, and Ottawa has not fired their coach. Stützle, 6 goals, 20 assists, 26 points for Stützle. Giroux, 9 goals, 14 assists, 23 points. I am not advocating for a change at head coach for Ottawa, just pointing out that despite all of the calls for that, despite the numbers being the same when you look at the power play and penalty kill as Minnesota, the record being similar to St. Louis's, there hasn't been a change in Ottawa. St. Louis is 13-14-1 overall. They're 3-7 in their last 10. They've lost 4 to the last 5, and or 5 of the last 6, and at any rate, it did cost Craig Berube his job. Now we see how Drew Bannister does. 8% power play, that'll do it. 78% on the penalty kill. Those numbers added together equals not great. Buchnevich, 9 goals, 12 assists, 21 points. I think he's been solid. Brandon Saad's had a goal recently. He has 6 goals, 6 assists, 12 points, I should say, overall. Yes, 6 and 6 equals 10. Welcome to the Hockey Guy. 6 goals, 6 assists, 12 points for Saad. So we'll see how things go for him tonight. And then 9 Eastern, 6 Pacific start between the Tampa Bay Lightning and the Edmonton Oilers. So I'm taking the Oilers to say 9-game winning streak. All right, the last time these teams met was November 18th in Tampa. The Bolts won that matchup 6-4, so the Oilers have plenty of reason to want to get some measure of revenge. All right, Tampa Bay 13, 12, and 5 overall. They're 4 and 6 in their last 10. They're coming off of that loss in Vancouver. 29% on the power play, 81% on the penalty kill. Those are pretty strong numbers put together. Point, 13 goals, 19 assists, 32 points for him. Kucherov, 19 goals, 28 assists, 47 points for the league leader in points in Nikita Kucherov. On the Oilers side, they're 13, 12, and 1, back above 500. They're 8 and 2 in their last 10, and like I said, those 8, all their most recent games. So they're trying to make it a 9-game winning streak. 28% on the power play, 80% on the penalty kill. So both of these teams very dangerous on the power play. We'll see how it goes tonight. McDavid, 10 goals, 28 assists, 38 points. He sits at 888 points right now. So anyways, we'll see what happens. Because I did see that Steve Dangle thinks he can reach 1,000 points this year. And I'll say, yeah, I wouldn't bet against it. Evander Kane, 12 goals, 10 assists, 22 points for Kane. He has been producing quite well during this winning streak. 10 o'clock Eastern, 7 Pacific. The last 2 games of the night start then. We begin with Seattle hosting Chicago. This is worth staying up till 10 o'clock at night to start watching if you're on the East Coast, I swear. This is the second of 3 meetings on November 28th. Chicago won 4-3. The third and final meeting will be January 24th. But these are 2 teams that are having struggles with getting wins. Chicago's 9-18-1 over the season and 3-6-1 over their last 10. Bedard, 12 goals, 12 assists, 24 points. It is nothing short of a miracle that Bedard has 24 points, considering all of the turmoil around the team and the number of different line mates he's had. Dickinson, 9 goals, 5 assists, 14 points. He's kind of streaky goal scoring wise, so we'll see if he gets a couple tonight. They're 10% on the power play in Chicago, 76% on the penalty kill, so they're ahead of St. Louis. On the Seattle side of things, they're 9, 14, and 7. They're 2, 6, and 2 over their last 10. Eli Tolvanen, 7 goals, 12 assists, 19 points. Very strong producer for them right now. McCann, 13 goals, 5 assists, 18 points. So he's on pace for maybe around a 40-goal season, maybe 35. But points-wise, yeah, he'll want to bring that up. The power play's clicking at a 20% rate in Seattle. The penalty kill, 78%. So those numbers aren't awful, which tells you 5-on-5. It's not the party it was last year. 10 Eastern, 7 Pacific in Vancouver for Roberto Luongo night as the Canucks host the Panthers. The Canucks went into Florida on October 21st and won 5-3. So Luongo is employed by the Panthers, so the Canucks, will they do him a favor? We'll let him win. I'm just kidding, but obviously Florida's been playing up and down hockey recently. They're 17, 9, and 2 overall. They're 5, 4, and 1 in their last 10. 18% on the power play, 82% on the penalty kill. Sam Reinhart, 17 goals, 20 assists, 37 points. Contract year. He's producing very well. Drives up the price of his next contract. Smart player. Verhaeghe, 13 goals, 10 assists, 23 points for Verhaeghe. He's always around the net. We'll see if he gets one tonight. Vancouver's 19, 9, and 1. Hey, I'm as surprised as you are. They're 6 and 4 over their last 10. Their power play 26%. Their penalty kill 76%. So they want to bring that number up. Brock Besser, 21 goals, 14 assists, 35 points. It's been nothing short of fantastic watching him. And Miller, 15 goals, 27 assists, 42 points for JT Miller. So Canucks are getting the production from their top guys. We'll see how things go against a Florida team that can be equally explosive offensively. Should be a fun one. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, as always, including your winners. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Thank you guys so much for watching, for all your support. I will talk to you again soon.